Monkey because he is a big dog. He's like a 30 or 40 kilo American Staffy, and there's not a lot of places that are dog friendly to that extent, unfortunately. So yeah, he doesn't get to come to a lot of our like stays in houses and stuff. He doesn't get abandoned. He gets looked after very well when we're away. He usually just goes and stays with another family member who he loves. But yeah, it's always a bit of a bummer when we're away and we can't bring him because I think we're both just a little bit concerned about how he's going at any given time. So yeah, having him with us means that we don't have to worry. Sorry, had to pause the video because a plane was coming right over our house. But yeah, it was awesome having Monkey with us and being able to just do some things with him. So we went down south for about a four-hour drive from where we live, and we went there for the long weekend. So yeah, absolutely spectacular. Much needed rest, much needed one-on-one time with each other. It's super busy at the moment for both of us, both work and personally, so as much as we live together and we make time for each other as much as we can, there hadn't been a solid couple of days where we were able to give each other our undivided attention, and yeah, it was nice to be able to do that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's not super structured. I just kind of took a whole bunch of random videos and I've just chucked them together, so please don't expect any sort of master editing or cinematography. But it's just a little glimpse into what we did over the weekend, and yeah, me talking a little bit of shit while showing you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you are possibly encouraged to visit Western Australia, specifically the southwest. I can't rave about it enough. It is one of the most beautiful landscapes ever, and I know there's plenty of beautiful scenery and landscape around the world, but considering Perth, Western Australia is usually known as a pretty boring and uneventful place, I always think it's worth mentioning just how gorgeous our nature is. So yeah, enjoy guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Alright, so this was basically a view of our balcony slash porch. It was just a view of all the karri and the mari trees in the karri forest, and as you can see here, they really just kind of went on for as far as the eye could see. We were surrounded by these trees and it was spectacular. I did take just a little bit of a tour around the house just so you could actually see just how surrounded we were. We were quite literally in the middle of the forest and it was beautiful. I think we maybe passed about 4 or 5 houses within the 5 or 6 kilometer radius of getting to this place from the town centre, which was tiny as well. It was just absolutely spectacular. So this region is home to the karri tree, which is one of the tallest hardwood trees in the world. It's actually really awesome. They can grow over 90 meters tall and live for hundreds and hundreds of years. There are some trees that we were surrounded by that were over 400 years old, and that to me is just spectacular. I think like when you stand at the base of one, it really doesn't even feel real. The trunks are quite pale and smooth and they can shed bark in really long strips, so it leaves a really cool design on the tree crazy, and I think a lot of our indigenous folk utilised that when they did their burnings. I think it is worth noting that the land around this area and Pemberton was and always will be traditionally Noongar country, and it is specifically associated with the Bibbulmun people. Oh, that's Bandit waiting patiently for snacks and being a good boy in the morning. But yeah, worth noting. I think it's oh, look at her in the trees and me in the trees. But yeah, so this was at the Big Brook Dam, which was about 30 minutes away from where we were staying, and truly one of the best places I've been to. It's once again surrounded by nature, and the history that is there is something out of this world, in my opinion. Once again taken back to our Noongar nation and our indigenous folks, as you know, they've lived here in the Australian lands for over 45,000 years, and they were able to really live with the land, and I think that's something that we've, potentially lost a little bit as a culture, but hopefully we can lean on our indigenous brothers and sisters for their knowledge on how to live sustainably with the land. Anyway, here is just some beautiful photos and videos of the Big Brook Dam in Pemberton. Yeah, I think it was built in the 80s as a water supply dam, and I believe now it's used for fishing, marine, and rainbow trout and stuff like that. So that's really cool. There are certain seasons for it though, so you can't just do it at any season. But yeah, and it's also pretty strongly regulated and policed. So there are rangers who will come around and check what you have and what you've caught to make sure it's nothing bad. So we just kind of went around the dam. I think it's like a 4-kilometer loop. So we did that walk, and it was really nice for all of us to kind of see the dam, and Bandit had never been, so it was nice to take Bandit around. He was very happy. I think he had the most fun out of all of us, to be honest. There were so many smells. I did try to leave some of the audio on this, but I'm not too sure how well it'll show up in it. So, we'll see how it goes. Some fun facts about Pemberton is that it used to be a timber town. So, Gary wood has been exported all over the world, used for mainly railways and construction. But the trees produce some pretty good wood that have been around and been sent around the world for quite a lot of use. There are even some of these trees that used to be used as fire lookout towers. Oh my goodness. And they had metal spikes hammered into them so people could climb to the top. That is actually something you can do as a tourist attraction, I believe. They've got treetop walks around in Pemberton and these areas, so that's fun. And if you're ever in Western Australia, I would suggest going. I'll probably end this video pretty soon, but it is worth saying that southern forests in WA are some of the most majestic things you could ever lay your eyes on, and I would encourage anyone to come down south and visit West Australia's southwest. Tall trees, clean air, and history that is absolutely layered into the land, I would say. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you for watching this little video.